This is Sunbelt Conference Baseball on ESPN Plus, where today from Tomlinson Stadium in Jonesboro, Arkansas, it's Game 3, series on the line between the A-State Red Wolves and 7th-ranked Southern Miss. The 2-1 is hit on the ground. Diving stop by Campbell. Farley covering the bag for out number 2.
It's a great play by Casey Campbell. And you see this ball got rolled over and slotted top spin right there on that second hop, but nice job staying with it, and also a great job of covering it as to take a breather because he loves to work very fast.
Comes back and gets a fly ball on the 3-1 pitch. That's carrying out to Evan Griffiths, who is under it. Now coming in, got in that wind, and Dylan Farley works a quick 1-2-3 top of the first. Hits it past the first baseman Russo into right field for a 2-out base hit. We have the game's first base runner.
Doing whatever you can do to put pressure on the defense.
There goes Ingsko. The pitch is high. The throw is 2, and Patrick swipes the bag. The 3-1 upstairs, and there are 2 on with 2 outs. Extends the inning. The 1-0 is hit up the middle, but they had him played there, and it's booted, and that's going to lead to a run. Inkskoff's coming in to score. Griffiths is going to third, and an error puts Arkansas State on top.
And as soon as it hits the ground, you're going to see that back up on the shortstop. He stays inside of that baseball, and you see it knuckle. It's already spinning the other way like a top. And as soon as it makes it to that second short hop, it actually kicks away from the shortstop. You're going to see it right there. It kicks back towards him unexpectedly. But, yeah, that's a huge run for Arkansas State to take the lid off of this game already here in the bottom of the first.
Now Casey Campbell, same story as Houseworth, didn't draw the start when Southern Miss. That one goes to the backstop and is going to bring a second run in. Houseworth is around second. He's going to get all the way to third. It's 2-0 Arkansas State.
But yeah, this is a rubber match here on Sunday, and you're trying to score runs however you can.
And that one's booted for another run.
Wow.
A second error to the middle infield of Southern Miss. Houseworth comes across the score, and it's 3-0 A-State.
I don't know why you wouldn't field this cleanly. It's a 2-hopper to the shortstop. He's probably had 100 of these in his career. Relatively short hop took his eye off the ball, but you saw 2 misplays by the middle infielders that it resulted in big runs here in the bottom of the first. To see if both teams took infield today. Oh,
what a snag. Look what I found.
Cow.
Mr. English with the grab and the throw over. He says, I'll make a fielding play and get us out of this first inning. But this Webb Gym, pitchers can field their position. It's 3-0 A-State. The next hit on the ground to Walton. He'll go to second for the out. Inkskoff's turn is in time. What a turn by the A-State middle infield. Didn't know that ball was going to be hit hard enough as deep as Walton was playing to get to, but the Red Wolves do it to get out of a 1-out walk and keep it 3-0 Arkansas State as we head to the bottom of the second. Now 9 at bats. Struck out his first time up. There goes Quiller, the pitch up and away. The throw is in time. That's a heck of a throw by Lawson Odom behind the plate.
Strike right on the base.
Yeah, he sure did. That was the key, and he is gone on 3 pitches. Check swing. He didn't hold up in time, says the first base umpire, Jack Furlong, and Farley coasts along.
Laced ball he hit to the second base, but he got misplayed. Because I was just about to make the comment, he's had some really good at-bats and seeing the ball well, Casey Campbell is the last 2 days.
He drew a walk there. The 1-2, swing and a miss.
Wow.
And the Red Wolves strand the bases loaded. A-State has left 4 on through the first 3 innings.
I think he was wondering whether or not that was going to be fair or foul, but comes up with another big hit and drives it to left center field. He's going to definitely get 2 stand-up double there by Davis Gillespie, so he's having a day today again.
First pitch swinging, the 0-1. Hit on the ground, right side. Farley out of his reach. That's going to be trouble, and Lane Walton decided at first put in his pocket and then tried to throw behind Gillespie over at third.
This is certainly one of those opportunities to where you could put a runner in motion. Oh, my.
And then Farley snapped a throw over there that was wild to put Southern Miss on the board.
I'd certainly want to have to calm people down versus fire them up. So,
right.
I mean, you can't fault him for wanting to be a competitor and win. So
you try to say whoa, then go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's one of those mistakes that you look back and go, that wasn't really necessary right there.
So now the runner's at second, and that's a liner to Ingskov, and it hangs in the glove for out number 3. But Southern Miss gets on the board after the throwing error. A couple of hits for the Golden Eagles, their first of the day. Another 1-2. That one was up, and it's popped up. Right side. Morrison gives way to Russo, who grabs it, and that'll do it for the Red Wolves. Cross Sibley has come in, faced 4, retired them all. 2-1 is hit hard, and Griffiths is able to reach out and snag it for out number 1 after a brief intermission. This one on a hop to Campbell. He'll go to the bag himself, and Dylan Farley works a 1-2-3 top of the 5th. Sets Southern Miss down in order. Griffiths hits this one out to left field. That's where Gillespie comes in, grabs it, and Sibley keeps cruising along. He's been 7 up, 7 down out of the Southern Miss bullpen. He's flown out and struck out today. The 3-1 pitch hit in the air to right. This one's hit well, real well, and it is out of here. Second home run of the series for Joey Urban. A solo shot with 1 out in the 6th, and the A-State lead is down to 1.
Yeah, 87-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside part of the plate. Great location. Joey Urban looking out over the plate. Let's look at this replay. Look at him go down and get the baseball. He sees it a long time, and really, he puts a charge into it. This is just not a pop fly. He squares it up, and you see his bat gets on plane with this pitch. Puts a charge into it right field, and like we talked, this right field is where you can sneak one out of here.
The 1-2. Now hit left side to Ingskov. Backhand, long throw with some speed on it, and that'll do it for Southern Miss. But the Golden Eagles cut the lead in half on a Joey Urban home run. So here's McLaughlin, who was the first batter to face Sibley with the bases loaded in the 3rd. He lays down a bunt. Sibley fields it, flips glove side, and it was just in time. And Mike Silva is already out of the dugout wanting to challenge that.
Stop. Let's look at that angle right there. Oh, yeah, foot's on the gut. Yeah, good call.
So that'll do it for the Red Wolves here in the 6th. 10 up, 10 down for Cross Sibley. Now it's 1-2. The next from Tyler Weimer is hit out to left. McLaughlin long run, chases it down, and that is how the 7th inning will come to a close. Tyler Weimer gets it done. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out, and Southern Miss is turned away. 10 home runs, 31 RBIs, and he hits this one right side at Russo, who fields it and steps on the bag. And Arkansas State strands a runner at 3rd. And now he hits it. Base is loaded with 1 out. Another 2-2. Swing and a miss for a monster strikeout for Ashford. Cooper Garrison's 1-2 pitch.
Oh, boy.
To the backstop, but it came back to Amundsen, and they're going to run it to the out. Arkansas State gets the bounce for the ages back to Amundsen, and Southern Miss runs into the 3rd out of the 8th at home. What a huge break for the Red Wolves. Definition of an oh no, oh yes moment. Oh no, it's to the backstop, but it comes barreling back to Caden Amundsen, and it turns out to not even be close at home. The 1-strike pitch is hit hard to left, and that is going to get into the bullpen for a solo homer off the bat of Evan Griffiths. It is 4-2 A-State with a monster insurance run in the 8th.
Wow, you know, one guy in this lineup where we thought maybe could put one out of here to left against this wind was Evan Griffiths. He's had some great at-bats this weekend and seeing the ball well. He saw a changeup that he waited on. Changeup was up in the zone. He jumps out in front of it, 107 exit speed off the bat and hits a rocket. You see that changeup that stays up, and he hits all of that ball, hits it right into the wind, squares it up, great plane of a swing right in the plane of the ball, puts it right into the bullpen, and that is a huge insurance run for Arkansas State.
The 1-0. Campbell hits this toward the gap. It's carrying, and it is going to leave the yard. Kason Campbell's second home run in as many days. The second home run of the 8th inning for Arkansas State, and the Red Wolves now lead it 5-2.
Well, Brad, he came in and pinch hit yesterday. Took the same pitch, fastball, right on the inside part of the plate and parked it to right center field. Comes back the very next day and hits a missile into the wind in the same exact spot he did yesterday. You see this fastball right on the inside part of the plate. You see the bat flip. He knew he had it. And you got to think, how hard do you have to hit it to get out of here into the wind? 108 miles an hour.
Griffiths was at 107. Campbell's at 108. He goes 381 feet. 3-2, swing and a miss. So a long battle as they throw it down. Will eventually be won by Crabtree, but not before the Red Wolves took him out of the yard twice. Griffiths with 1 out. Then Kason Campbell with 2 outs in the 8th. He was up there when the wild pitch happened. Now the 1-0 is popped up. Lane Walton is going to give way to Evan Griffiths, and that is out number 1 in the 9th.
What would they give to have a ground ball right here?
Swing and a miss. They'll take that too.
Or strikeout. That sinker can kind of go on playing with lefties.
Ground ball right side. Walton flips to the bag, and Arkansas State has taken 2 out of 3 from Southern Miss to open Sun Belt Conference play.
Wow, what a huge series for Arkansas State. We go into that series talking about Southern Miss, Coastal, all those teams being the standard in the Sun Belt. Mike Silva said, listen, win or lose this series, it doesn't end up dictating how the season goes, but what a better way to start your season than coming in and taking 2 out of 3 from one of the top teams in the country. Arkansas State picks up 3 runs in the first and then 2 in the bottom of the 8th to make the difference in the game.
First time an A-State team has won a series against a top 10 team at home. It's their first victory in a series against a top 10 opponent since they won 2 at Coastal Carolina back in 2019.